Go ahead and hit that button.
I'm here with my friend Jos, who is the impressioning Meister yet again. 2 times over? 3 times over?
No, 2 times.
2 times over? Very good. He got the trophy and the watch and everything. I, however, failed to open today during the competition. Jos gave me a little bit of training earlier, but I want to see more. So can you just walk us through opening a cylinder?
Sure, cool.
Awesome. Excellent. Very good.
As you may or may not know, I'm used to bring my own setup. It's a cheapo workbench. It's definitely not the best available, but it's mine. And so it's always the correct height. You're sure you don't have to share a table with somebody else. I mean, table will be shaken, and there's always shortage of tables. What I normally do, files are the most important tools. If I move them, I put some tubing on them, so they don't get. You don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I use Manfrotto clamps. These got recommended by a good friend, John Sand from London, and they're actually theater clamps. They used to normally they used to hang on big lamps to. They grip quite good. What I also use is a Kruplin measuring device. This you can see if your cuts are deep enough, and I put some stuff on it. So
and that's each of the cuts typically.
Yeah, that's
ABIS specifically.
This is ABIS specifically. I mean, all the games as far as going now is always on the ABIS C 83, 38.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but those.
Yep.
So you know your measurements, so that's helpful. What I also use is this. It's a normal core that I filed off. So you can see that if you have markings, if they're actually on the right spot. So you know where you have to walk. And then what I also use is a tool that was made by Jort. What this does, this is a modified IBIS cylinder. And instead of pins, it has very nasty pins in them. So I use this KGS tool to make scratches on the blank. So I know exactly where to start filing.
Excellent. And that gives you all the spacing?
Yes.
Awesome. And that takes up a good amount of material every time.
Absolutely. This is a Grobet. I believe it's a Swiss brand. It's a Swiss cut number 4, and it's very fine.
Excellent.
Now it's this is supposed to be a 111 key. I don't check this normally. This is a tiny bit too deep. Mm-hmm. That was good. That was good.
But they're all pretty consistent.
Yeah. Consistency is key in this type of sport. I mean, your jiggle movements shouldn't vary that much. I mean, it should all be the same. Except when you don't get marks, because then you do have to alter because it's not showing anything. But the good thing about being that consistent is if I now see a mark, I know I did this. So if I keep on altering my movements, then may turn up with marks that you're not used to. Mm-hmm. So then you go like, is this a real mark? Should I ignore this or not? So always try to do it exactly the same. Will get you the most consistent results. So you jiggle a bit. So turn, jiggle, a couple of times. And then you should check for marks. I see a quite clear one on number 2 and a not so clear one on number 3. Now, so I'm gonna take number 2 off. So one step down. That should be, that's about right. I'll leave number 3 because I'm not sure about it. You have to be sure. At least if you have the choice, leave it. Because I'm not sure about it. What I could do maybe is just a little tad to flatten it up.
Okay, just to sort of clean the surface again?
Yes.
Okay.
So no pressure on the file whatsoever. Just you don't want to actually take stuff off, just want to make it smooth. No, nothing on 3, but a very definite mark on number 2.
Okay. And as you get a pin to the right height, do you start seeing marks elsewhere? If you're not seeing marks already, is that something that you ever worry about?
Well, if you don't see nothing at all, you can't just start filing. I mean, so then you alter your movements or maybe a bit more pressure. I didn't see nothing really now, so I'm altering my movements.
Oh yeah, that's a lot different.
It's a lot different. Yeah, you see people with grips with foamy stuff on it, but I tried it once. I don't like it because that'll challenge you to actually use force. So you go like. And then it's quite hard to not break the key. So if I do this, you see that you know that I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And now I get a mark. I get tons of marks. I got one on 1, on 2, on 3, and on 4.
Wow.
And a possible on 5. So I'm taking 2, a step down, and I'm gonna just clean up on 5.
Okay, just cleaning off the possible marks here,
Yeah.
sure. Great.
And again, I get a biggie on 2 and a biggie on 4.
Excellent.
So I'm taking one down a notch. While in training, you should check if your height is consistent.
Okay.
But well, during the game,
Yeah.
if any luck, you don't have time for that. Biggie on 2, possible on 1, definitely on 5. So take 2 off, clean 1.
Really get into the
Take 5 down.
really get into the mode and the rhythm of it a lot.
There's something happening here. No idea what that is. It's not a crater yet. Let's go. There you go. That's a mark. Yes.
Oh, oh, there it is.
Sounds like.
So what do we have?
We have a working key.
Oh.
This is running kind of smoothly.
Yeah, that's actually.
Let's see if this.
Ooh, good test.
Yes.
Oh. Just working a little harder. And this works. This will work with anything. Any pin tumbler or
Anything with pins in it. I mean, they well, as far as I know, anything with pins in it should be doable.
Excellent.
I mean, the competitions are all on the same lock,
Yeah.
and it's quite a good lock. But of course, now we know the spacings and the depth. So normally it's maybe a bit more searching what the exact thing should be. But yeah, I mean, you can download lists of the specs of what the key should
Okay,
look
so
like.
you can find everything.
Yeah, well, what
the
to correct.
spacing,
And
the
then
depth.
you're working more with the
Yep.
calipers, of course.
Excellent. Oh, this has been fantastic. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, keep practicing. And
Yeah. I'm hoping next year to open and maybe someday the first American Meister.
We'll do a workshop before that.
Excellent. Good. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
Thanks, buddy.